Looking at the diary in front of you, a tear rolls down your eyes. You write on that diary what happens every day with you. That is your only companion in this house. Suddenly, your husband, Kimtaehyung, enters the room and looks at you with a questioning face. Feeling the existence of another person, you wiped your tears. He understood the matter and felt a bit sorry and sad for what he had done. Your marriage was not as normal as others. Your sister was supposed to get married with this guy, but you accidentally ended up with him. My friends are coming here today to celebrate our marriage. To celebrate what? The marriage which doesn't have any future? Well, come on. We are getting divorced right after 2 months. You scoffed and Taehyung shied in disappointment. Can't we leave this conversation for a moment? They don't know anything about it. Just let them do whatever they want. Hey, mister. I didn't start anything. You started it first. You pushed him aside and got out of the room. You didn't want to show him your teary eyes, as you couldn't control, and the salty water at last escaped your eye. Only if everything was okay, and if she told me that she didn't like me, I would have left all of you alone. This is all because of her. Taehyung's family is one of the richest people in Korea. When his sister cheated on his back and flew from the marriage, Yor and his parents decided to marry you off with him. It's not like you were against their will. You couldn't say that you never liked that guy, but the fact is that you knew maybe he would never like you. Still, thinking about the esteem of both of the family, you two decided to marry each other. Taehyung was not angry or annoyed at you. He was just disturbed with the fact that the person he liked for a long time cheated on his back and left him like this. Flashback. On the first night of your marriage, both of you were on the same room. The awkwardness was clearly visible. The tension on the air was thicker than Jin's thighs. He coughed slightly, the sound slicing the silence into pieces. You just fiddled with your fingers. I have something to say. I was not supposed to marry you. I just did it to save our reputation. We will get divorced right after 3 months. And that sentence of him shattered your heart into pieces. You never wanted a future like this. Maybe he never wanted to be that rude and cold. Maybe he was just messed up that he also didn't realize what he was doing at that time. Oh, okay. Then I will leave you alone. I won't bother you for these 3 months. Just don't tell my parents about it. They will become moody. You said with a shaky voice. From that day, you two don't talk with each other properly. He understood that it was his fault. He tried to make everything okay, but he failed again and again. Present, at night, all of his friends reached his place in the evening. They were indeed friendly. You had to accept you liked them a lot. Fake smile. A fake smile plastered on your face. You sat for dinner with your parents-in-law, husband, and his friends. They were drinking too much, and you guessed they will become drunk soon. But little did you know that it will be this soon. Hey poop, eat more and make muscles like me. You need to impress YME. He sang out and Taehyung blushed a little. What the fuck? Stop with your stupid opinions. Yeah, none of your thighs are as thick as Lachimolala. What are you guys even talking about? Are you drunk? I guess so, Poop's wife. They laughed out like little babies. Loud chuckles vibrated on their chest. You shied in disappointment and went into the room to embrace sleep. On the other hand, Taehyung's mother examined everything very clearly. The exhaustion in your face, sadness covering your eyes for a long time didn't escape her notice. She came near Taehyung and patted on his back. "What happened, my child? Have you guys fought?" He hung his head low and instantly fist-pumped himself out of frustration. "No, Mom. You know right that I used to like her sister. I was really mad at her that day. I said hurtful words to Ryan. I discovered that it was just a crush." "And what about Ryan?" I guess I have fallen in love with her. The way she takes care of both of you. I guess no one could do it. I want to tell her everything, but I don't know how." "Don't be frustrated. Just take a little bit time. Oh, by the way, you two have to sleep together today. Your friends are having a sleepover, so..." His mom knew everything about both of you. Taehyung was kind of close to her, so he blurted out everything to her. "I'll manage it." Taehyung stood up from his chair and headed towards your room. You heard the doorknob twisting and he entered inside. "Ryan, today my friends are having a sleepover, so you can't sleep here. You have to sleep in my room." "Your room? There's not even a couch. We can't share a bed." "We can. We are married already. Come on, let's go." Without even letting you share your opinion, he yanked your hand. You stumbled on your feet but managed to prevent yourself from falling. Walking through the hallway, you ended up in front of his room. When you entered inside, he locked the door behind him. That is when every awkward tension started to take place. Why were you even feeling that? You never knew.
"I'll sleep in the drawing room."
"No, you're not. You're sleeping beside me on the bed." You tried to insist, but the stubborn personality he has, he would never listen to you. So at last, you ended up under the covers of his bed. Taking a deep breath, you inhaled the scent of his bed sheets. It has the same scent as his cologne. You felt the space beside you deep a little when his figure made its way under the cover. "Can I ask you a question?" You dared to speak out, though you felt the question was dumb. You have already asked a question. Don't try to make jokes. "Okay, sure. Why do you hate me this much?" You were sleeping far away from him. The king-size bed made enough space between both of you. Your back was facing him, while his eyes searched for your figure instead. He took a deep breath and exhaled sharply, forming a quiet sigh. Right after what happened, you were not expecting that at all. He came near you and nuzzled his head on the crook of your neck from behind. Placing some soft kisses on your neck, he stopped when you flinched suddenly. "What are you doing, Taehyung?" "Keep quiet. Just don't move." The dominance in his voice was totally visible. You didn't know if the weather was suddenly turned hot, or it was just you who turned fiery. Brushing your hair from your neck, he again placed his lips there. He made a mark that signs you belong to him. Softly encircling your waist, he back-hugged you, your body immediately reacting against his touch. You couldn't form any word anymore. "Can't we stay like this forever? I'm sorry for what I have done. How much punishment do you want me to get? I have suffered a lot in guilt. But I messed up everything. I tried to tell you that I didn't mean to hurt you, but I didn't have enough courage. Please, Ryan, don't leave me. I'm already in love with you." Your eyes started sparkling. The dream you have been having for days now at last came true. Still, your mind didn't want to believe your ears. "What did you say?" "I said I love you." You aren't joking, right? No, I'm not joking. You can take time if you want, but please don't leave me alone. I won't because I also love you. Taehyung felt a heavy load leaving his heart. His mood turned into a jolly one as he gave you a boxy smile. It has been a long time since you have seen him smiling like this. You turned around to face him and he hugged you tightly as his life was dependent on you. Your arms made its place around his torso. Can we do it? Do what? You don't understand? Let me teach you then. Taehyung leaned in and pressed his lips against yours. Your heart started racing rapidly. Slowly his lips started moving against yours. The kiss started to turn into a rough one and both of your breaths turned shaky. The feeling was new to you. Your hands roamed from his shoulder to his head and your fingers started playing with the locks of his hair. But suddenly the door made a quick sound, making both of you break the kiss and move away from each other. You guys were making bono bono ass? Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you. Jungkook, what are you doing here? You didn't go to sleep? He said in a drunk voice. You will need a lot of energy. Don't forget to remind me about Born Vita, the secret of our energy. I will order it for you. Did I forget to mention about YM? You don't even feel shy to tell me to order some mother Solix. Oh, you will also need women's Solix because of strong bones. Never mind. Go to sleep and I will gift you a box of banana milk. Oh shoot. Okay then, I will go to sleep. Jungkook was here with half-lit eyes. His figure walking dizzily, he left the place. Taehyung chuckled slightly at the latter's silly attitude. Is he always like this when he gets drunk? Yes, he is. But guess what? I won't stop now. What? Oh shoot.